good evening, and welcome to Tea Time.
Close.
Hey everybody, welcome to Tea Time. It is Monday night. It is the last Monday of the month. It is January 31st. Can you believe it already? Boy, did that go fast or what? I'm going to talk about my weekend really quick and then get to my guests because you know my show goes fast. This weekend was a very quiet weekend. It was kind of like a staying in kind of weekend because Long Island got hit with a snowstorm and I actually got 18 inches of snow in my town. And yeah, so pretty much we were like snowed in. The side streets are still pretty bad around here, but the main roads, thank God, are okay. And Sunday was laundry and football, and I did a lot of cooking. I made a cauliflower pizza. I made spaghetti and meatballs. I made a banana bread. I made teriyaki. I barbecued teriyaki chicken. Everyone's like, how do you barbecue in the winter? I said, I keep the barbecue close to my back door. I make a shovel. I path, shovel it out, and I barbecue. I barbecue all year round. I want to give a big birthday shout out to Michael Deneen, the author of Suburban Gangster. Happy birthday, my friend. And also, on a sad note, I don't know what's going on, people, but I just want to mention that we've had a couple of suicides this past couple of weeks. Michael Madsen's son, Hudson, passed away, and my heart breaks for him, and my prayers and condolences go out to his family. And Chelsea Christ, if I'm saying it right, she was former Miss North Carolina, and she won Miss USA in 2019. I'm getting choked up because this girl was 30 years old and took her life. And it's just something that it's become a pandemic. Amongst people, and at the end of the show we're going to throw up a hotline that anyone can call. Listen, I've been in a dark, deep hole in my life more than once. It's very hard to crawl out of it. To just know that there are people there for you, and it's just a matter of reaching out. Just reaching out, and Bobby's going to put up that number at the end of the show. In the meantime, I want to get to my guest because I'm excited. He's an actor, he's a writer, he's a producer, he's a director, and much, much, much more. He's a CEO. He has his own companies, and it's a wonderful journey and path that he's been on. Kevin Cornell Kellum, welcome to my show, my friend. How are you?
I am doing great. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm wonderful, and we're Zooming because you are in LA, where it's nice, warm, sunny, and there are palm trees.
I'm looking out the window at the golf course. There's
Nice.
sun, and yeah, it's nice.
Nice. Thank you for sharing that visual with me. I will pretend that I'm with you. I want everyone to get to know you. We're friends on Facebook, and we've had brief interaction with each other, but I know that that's going to progress, and I'm so looking forward to getting to know you better, and I want everyone else to get to know you better. So you were actually born in Northern California, and you've traveled around the world because you come from an Air Force family, but you actually went to Redlands High School?
Yeah, I went to Redlands High School. I ended up going to the University of Oklahoma after high school. Went there for a year.
Yeah, you studied architecture, right?
Yeah, and decided that going to class wasn't the main thing that I should be doing in college.
Uh-huh.
So they allowed me to go to school elsewhere. So then I ended up going to a different school. Ended up getting a scholarship. I ended up going to University of Nevada, Reno, and I enjoyed it there. That got me into hotels and restaurants and running casinos and that kind of thing. So
But you actually studied criminal law too, right?
yeah, I did a dual major of criminal law and psychology. I wanted to be a criminal psychologist. I wanted to be like a criminal minds kind of person.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. That has a
then
lot
you,
to that has a lot to do with what you like to do in the TV and movie business because I myself love like crime stories. I
yeah,
love true crime stories. I love all that stuff. So you, like you mentioned, you got into actually wait, let's back up. You got a track scholarship. You ran track.
yeah, I ran track. That was one of the things my mom always used to tell me, stop running in the house. And I ended up getting a scholarship to go to school for running. So, yeah, ran the 400, the 400 hurdles. I was running up until about 5 years ago.
Uh-huh.
I'd run in the Senior Olympics, the Old People Olympics.
Wow.
I have like 20 medals from there. So,
That's
yeah, it
nice.
was. Now I can't run. I can't run as much as I used to. I haven't been to Olympics in a while. I was thinking about going this year, but we'll see how the schedule works out.
Yeah, I actually ran, all right, I walked one half marathon and I ran two half marathons for Crohn's and colitis.
Hmm.
And I think I raised about $15,000. I think I raised like $5,000 each year. Like that was my goal. So yes, I joke around and I say when I run I could give myself two black eyes. So I really shouldn't run. But you know what? It was fun to do, and I met such wonderful people. And but yeah, I think as you get older, your knees and your back don't really
Yeah.
cooperate with your body. So I think if I do another one, it's definitely going to be walking. But I'm excited because you got into operating hotels and casinos and restaurants. That's basically where you were, and you were making your livelihood. And then one day, at the time, I think it was your wife at the time came to you with a friend saying something about, hey, I want to do some kind of TV thing and I want you to produce it.
Yeah. They Stevie K. I was the little K at the end. She had she had an idea for a TV show, and they went down to the community college in Boise, Idaho.
Right.
They taped a show, and next thing you know, she got a call from the network, and they wanted her show on TV. And we put a show together. We were on the air for about a year. It was growing. We were going to have a show in Vegas, Reno, Colorado Springs, and in Boise as well. And we were going to travel. Then we had a couple things fall through, so we didn't get to go and do it to that level. But we've had conversations about doing it because she's a natural at interviewing people. So we're going to bring the show back because they ask about it a lot. It started out as a Treasure Valley View because Boise's a Treasure Valley.
Right.
Then we ended up changing it to the Stevie K Show because she's Stevie K. And like we used to joke around, I'm the little K at the end. So
And you did like 38 episodes.
yeah.
But
Yep,
before,
it was a good show. It was a good show.
But before that, you did this was 2014. You did Next Best Bartender.
Yeah, we did that show in Vegas, Sacramento, and in Reno. We're going to bring that show back where I've been talking to one of the producers for that show. We're going to bring that back because it was taking people who had never bartended before and let them bartend, and then
I'd love to do that,
hype.
especially after I saw the movie Cocktail. I was like, I want to do that.
Yeah, and it was fun. We didn't the footage didn't come out the way we wanted it, so we decided it'd be better to do it differently. So we're talking about that. That's on our list of shows that are going to come out probably within the next year and a half.
Right, right. You did and then 2017 was a big year for you. You did Proper Manners. You did The Human Potential. You did But Why. Then 2018, boom! You did a ton of things. You did the Summerland. You did Destination, Yoga Today, the Tribute Experience. You did a fashion design show. You did Hot Fitness, Homeless, Life on the Street. Adrenaline Junkies. I mean, this was.
Yeah, a lot of those were our concepts. We were pitching those.
Yeah.
There's a lot. I'm trying to get away from like a lot of the reality stuff. I only have, I think, 2 reality shows that we're going to do now.
Okay.
So we put all the other stuff like in our rear view, and we're focusing on our main things that are going to be coming out this year and next year. Because we're ready to do a lot of things. We have a lot of backing. We have distribution deals already in place, so
Right.
we're ready to go.
Well,
so.
you don't do any indies or any shorts. Everything you do goes to network, correct?
Yeah, I don't have anything against short films because one of my directors won an Academy Award with a short film, so they have a special place in my heart. But we have a goal. Everything we do is union. Everything is larger budgets. Our largest budget right now is Realm of the Waterfall. It's a $35 million pilot. We're going to shoot it in the Canary Islands. So.
And the Scottish the Scottish Islands too, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And maybe Wales.
We're looking at the cliffs in Wales. We just got to figure out how we're going to. Now with COVID and you can't transport a bunch of people everywhere around the world,
right?
It makes it a little difficult because on Realm of the Waterfall right now, the cast is about 100 people.
Wow.
So, and when you're taking people from around the world, it was fine when we were doing the construction of it, but then once you start putting it together and then you got to fly everybody and then there's vaccine mandates and all this other stuff, it makes it difficult.
It's you know, you have to jump through hoops now, you know, that's the bottom line. I've never been to obviously either place, and looking at the scenery in Wales is breathtaking, so I can only imagine what the cinematographer can capture there.
Yeah, and the good thing about it is the cinematographer that he was on Lord of the Rings. So he has an idea of how I want it done. And then our director's coming from The Last Kingdom. We have another one from Sons of Anarchy as well. So, and one of the producers is Game of Thrones. So we've got top level people working on these projects.
So you have a $35 million budget for the series, and then is it true you have a $45 million budget for the movie?
Yeah, we've got it's 45 for the movie, and it's 35 for just the pilot episode.
Wow, just the pilot.
And then it's going to be about $15 million an episode for Realm of the Waterfall.
Wow. And can you give me like a little synopsis of what it's about?
Realm of the Waterfall is basically constructed similarly to Game of Thrones and Black Panther. So it's going to be 7 different houses in the land, and the reason is 7 is because in the Canary Islands there's 7 islands.
Right.
So each island's going to have its own house, and then 6 of them are ruled by and run by women, and then there's one house that's the male-dominated house, and all of the main characters in the male house are 6'5" and above.
Wow.
One of the characters is a Hawk, is 14 years old, and he's 6 foot tall. And they're going to give him a lot of grief because he's the baby of the group, and he's 6 foot tall, and he's 14.
Right. Wow.
But there's all the other 6 houses are all run by women. There's the warrior princess in each house. And they
I like that
fighting,
idea. I
swinging
like
swords, riding horses.
Yeah.
So you got aspects of Wonder Woman, aspects of Game of Thrones, The Last Kingdom, Black Panther. It's all tied up in there. So
I think I would be. I would probably be like a hobbit because I'm vertically challenged at 5'2", Kevin.
I have some. A lot of the princesses are 5'8", 5'9", and then there's a lot of people that are 5 foot to 5'4".
Yeah.
Because I wanted a disparity between the main characters and the supporting characters so that they all stood out. And that's why when you have a guy that's 6'9", he really stands out against somebody who's 5'2", 5'3".
Right. Yeah, I know. You're like, hello up there. How's it up there? How's the view? Listen, you are, like I mentioned, you're an actor, you're a writer, producer, director, and in 2011, you were with BRS Media and Brand Development, and then in 2013-14, you were executive producer and at the Next Best Bartender, which was reality, which we talked about. And then 2017, chairman and CEO at the Ascendant Studios and global executive in 2011 back then for the BSR Media and Brand Development. And then 2020, founder and chief executive at Ambiguity Entertainment Corp. You, my friend, are building an empire.
Yeah, that's our thing. We're creating something so that everything that we do is in-house, because it's easier to control everything when you have your hands in it. We have about 75 people on the team. There's gonna be about 50 different companies doing all the things that we do. And it's a big operation. We're global. We're about ready to get into Canada. We've got a partnership deal that we're working on up there. We have studio deals in 5 studios coming into the US. We've got 5 that are coming into different Africa, New Zealand, Australia, the UK.
Right.
And our goal is 40 studios in the next 5 years. So.
Wow. And is it true that about 83% of your employees are female?
That's 83% of our executives are.
Executives, yes.
Yes.
That's
yeah,
a beautiful thing, Kev.
Yeah, it's basically a woman-run company. I'm about in the middle in terms of brains.
Right.
Because if I'm the smartest person in the room, I'm in the wrong room.
I like that. I like that. You're humble. I like that.
Yeah, the CEO of the company, chief marketing officer, chief operations officer, head of studios is the only male. Chief logistics officer is a male, but
Right.
most of the company is female, minority, LGBTQ.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all about giving people opportunities to be a part of something special.
Right.
So
I love
when
it.
People,
I love it.
People call me up and
that's
we
what
bring them in.
that's what touches my heart. And on that note, we're going to go to my first commercial break. So you stay where you are. Everyone else stay where you are. More with Kevin when we come back. Don't go away. So where do you want to go tonight?
Why don't we go to Coasters?
Oh, cool. I heard it's a great place. Let's check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Oh my God.
Coasters Tavern is located at 487 New Bridge Road in East Meadow. Their number's 516-557-2222.
Well, hi there, Teresa. It's John York from General Hospital. I am just checking in because apparently you have a great talk show called Tea Time on Strong Island TV. I want you to have continued great success and have a lot of fun. It sounds like you're having a lot of fun, and that's pretty much the key to everything, isn't it? So, continued success. I'm proud of you. Have a great day, Teresa. Bye.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you for watching. Please like the show, please share it. And for those of you on Long Island who get Optimum, I'm on every Saturday morning, 11 a.m. on channel 20. Very excited about that. In the meantime, I want to thank John York from General Hospital. Thank you for your kind words, John. Hopefully I'll be getting him on in the future. And thank you for Joe DeBarry watching, and Angela, my girl, who has her show premiering tomorrow night at 8 o'clock right here on Strong Island, and Linda DeVides. Thank you everyone for watching and joining me, because I'm with Kevin Cornell Cullum, and he is an actor, writer, producer, director. He's also a founder and chief executive at Ambiguity Entertainment Group. He's the chairman and CEO of Ascendant Studios, global executive office. It just keeps going on and on and on. This man is becoming I don't want to say Tyler Perry, but you know, you're coming close to it.
Yeah.
You are. Come on, don't be so humble and modest. You are. You're working. Listen,
guy.
you're working your butt off, and you have these babies. You have these babies, right? And they're growing. They're growing, and then you're going to birth them. And we talked about Realm of the Waterfall, and let's talk about Vice Squad, because Vice Squad I am excited about. I love the concept. I watched the clips. I was like, I love this. And Vice Squad is basically taking true story crimes, correct?
Yeah. Vice Squad is the baby. It all started a long time ago, and we started building it and growing it. And I can't go into too much detail on who we have coming on the show.
Right.
But
we don't have to, but you have big names. You have big names coming on.
Oh, yeah. We have, well, let's put it this way. The lead character in the LA show,
yes,
her highest IMDb score is 1.
Wow.
So that just gives you an idea, and we've got a lot of names on it, and people are excited about it. We have the LA script is done, the New Orleans script is done, and we are projected to go to set in April.
April, right?
Yeah,
because
so we're filming the LA show and the New Orleans show at the same time.
Okay. In
the same city, and we're just going to be going back and forth because we do have crossovers. So we have some of the LA people are going to be on it. Some of the people from Australia have come over, and they're going to be on the show.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, what's wild about Vice Squad is that yes, you're going to have different locations from LA, New York, Miami, Chicago, Vegas, Seattle, Hawaii, Dallas, Atlanta, the United Kingdom, Toronto, Australia. I mean, and these are tales for true crime stories being told, and anyone can go to Kevin's Facebook page, because that's where they are, and you can scroll down or just Google Vice Squad, because that'll come up as well, and you can watch. I think there's 3 of them up there that I watched.
Yeah, we have some clips. We're going to be doing some more shooting and building. I've got one of my cinematographers says, let's shoot like a little trailer, and so we're talking about taking it someplace and just shooting something really simple, just so people can get an idea of it.
Yeah.
We've got some network interest on it, and we're looking at possibly doing a movie first on that one as well. So we're working on the movie. So it is huge.
It's huge. It's huge. It's
both of LA and New Orleans both are $10 million pilots.
Wow.
So, and we're going to be about $6 million per episode. So this
is no small fuzzles. These are bigger fuzzles.
We can't. we can't go small because people have waited so long for it.
Right.
If we came out with something small, then people go, that's what we waited for.
Right.
And once they see the names in it and they see how we do it, it's not going to be a crime happens and then 43 minutes later it's solved.
Right. Right.
The crimes happen and they go for the whole year. We just signed on with Lotus Rising International. They're a trafficking organization.
Yes.
They're coming on and they're
Yes.
working with us, and so that we can get the stories right.
I
we
saw
can
that.
get-
Congratulations. And
Well, thank you.
also getting the stories right. I know that you bring in attorneys and police and Homeland Security because you want to be so accurate with what
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah, and it's funny because my son is one of my technical advisors. He works for LAPD.
Okay.
And he's going to come on and do stuff. We have people with FBI. We have Homeland Security, like you said, Border and Protection, and Customs. We have Highway Patrol. We have City Police. So we're doing it all so that it's not wrong.
Right.
It has to be right, and we want people to look at the show and say, you know what, they did a good job. They did their homework on it.
Right. You want to be authentic as possible and as accurate as possible and realistic as possible.
And we have some really twisted stories. My other writer, we have Doug Stark, who was a writer for Law and Order. I have Alexander Elliott, who is just one of her mind works in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
She is special and love her to death. And when she writes some stuff, I say, where did you come up with that? And she goes, that's what you pay me for. So it's really fun to watch and see the script grow. The version that we have the script right now, it took us about a year to get to this version.
Wow.
So, because both the LA and the New Orleans are going to be 2-hour pilots.
Okay.
So they're going to be a 2-hour movie pilot that'll roll into the season. So it's like a double episode.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a lot of twists and turns. There's a lot, as people tell me, there's a lot to unpack in the story because it's not one storyline. It's 8 or 9 storylines in each pilot.
Wow.
And they cross over into LA, New Orleans, New York, Miami, Australia, and the UK, all in the pilot. So there's a lot.
So cool. Have you ever been to Australia?
Never been. We just found a location for we have a character called the Sparrow, and she's in Australia, and we're found our location up in the hills, and it overlooks all of Perth, and we've got that locked in for the pilot. I want to go. I'm planning on going.
Yeah. Kevin, I actually have family who live in Melbourne. They migrated from Italy to Melbourne, so they say good a day.
Yeah, we're looking forward to Australia.
Yeah.
We got a phone call from New Zealand. They were kind of upset that Australia had a show and they didn't. So we now have Vice Squad New Zealand.
Okay.
Because they wanted a show, so we accommodated them. So
it's really going global.
yeah, we'll be in Spain. We have a couple of Spanish storylines that we are bringing into the New Orleans show. So it's a global show, and we have a little of everything in it. So
wow, amazing.
I'm proud of it because
Yeah.
of the team we have, and it's just a great project.
Well, you know what? We're going to take my second break real quick, so everyone stay where you are. And when we come back, we're going to talk about The Sun, and we're going to talk about Chicago gang wars. So don't go away. We'll be back. More with Kevin. So where do you want to go tonight?
Why don't we go to Coasters?
Oh, cool. I heard it's a great place. Let's check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Oh my God.
Coasters Tavern is located at 487 New Bridge Road in East Meadow. Their number's 516-557-2222.
How you doing? It's Sal, the voice Valentinetti. Why are you watching me? You should be watching Teresa Canastraci Tea Time with Teresa Canastraci Farrell. And make sure you follow Teresa on Facebook. Tea Time with Teresa Canastraci Farrell. We'll see you there.
I love the way you say my name. I love. Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. I'm so glad you're with me because tonight I'm with a friend, Kevin Cornell Kellum. He is an actor, writer, director, producer. He's founder and founder and chief executive, at Ambiguity Entertainment Corp, chairman and CEO at Ascendant Studios. He's doing it all. He's breaking, listen to me. I told him we don't knock on doors, we kick them in, and that's what he's doing. And right before break, we were talking about Rema the Waterfall. We were talking about Vice Squad, how it is a franchise. It is going to be all over the place. It's going to be in L.A., and it's going to be in New Orleans, and it's going to New Orleans. It's going to be in Chicago, Vegas, Seattle, Hawaii, Dallas, Atlanta, United Kingdom. It's going to go to Australia. It's going to be all over the place. True crime stories, and I'm just so excited because I saw a couple of the videos from it, and I love it. I love true crime stuff. Big, huge fan of it. Huge. So tell me about Chicago Gang Wars.
Well, Chicago Gang Wars, a friend of mine had an idea. He wrote a book about the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. So we looked at that, and then I said, everybody's already done that forever and ever and ever. So then we decided to do a show about the Black and Irish mobs of 1860 to 1900. Mm-hmm. And there's also the Italian mob in there as well. Mm-hmm. So we have 4 or 5 name A-list people that have already expressed interest about coming onto that. Okay. So it's a period piece. It is a very expensive thing. We're talking to people from Boardwalk Empire and The Sopranos, mm-hmm. and that level, so that we can work with them on putting this project together. Then it has a spin-off about a brothel that was founded in right around the 1900s. So that show spins off of Chicago Gang Wars. So there's multiple shows coming off of just one period of about 50 years in time, and then the show will end before it gets to Al Capone. Okay. Because everybody's done Al Capone before. Yes. So
that's cool. And what about The Sun? Tell me about The Sun.
The Sun is a project that I was invited to come on and produce, and Luke and Taylor have put together a pretty amazing cast and crew on it, and it's an inspirational drama, and it's a smaller budget film for us, but
what's small? What's small for you? Tell me what small is.
This one's $5 million.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a $5 million film, but
right.
We've already got distribution for it. So okay. We have worldwide distribution. We have one of the largest PR companies in the world is going to be backing it. So it's going to get out there. We're going to get it in the theaters, and I think it's going to do really well. It has a few of our people are in it. Anna Stadler, Kylie's in it. Obsel. We have a few other people that are just coming on board. We have a couple A-list people that are going to come on board with it. So it's going to have some draw, and I think the message on it is going to be a great message. And that's what drew me into being a part of the project. So
yeah, I like that. Inspirational stuff means a lot to you, and also a story behind it.
Yeah,
that's why when you partnered up with that other company that, I'm sorry, forgive me, I don't have the name of it, that you mentioned before, that has to do with trafficking and
yeah, Lotus Rising.
Yeah, thank you. And it's I think you're very selective in your content, which is nice. I don't think that you're trying to put out quantity, but you're really wanting to put out quality.
Yeah, we won't put our name on stuff unless it's good. There's so many people that are just, oh, I'll be a part of this project because it's another project. We are very specific. We're very particular. We don't work on stuff that just is going to give us a bad name, because in this industry, one project that's really bad can hurt you.
Yeah, yeah.
So we make sure that we look at every project. I have my content people that will look at scripts, and if they tell me no, then it's a no. I listen to my people once they tell me.
Right,
So
right. Do you have I don't know, I'm just trying to want to know a day in the life of Kevin. What do you normally do? And what did you do during COVID? Because, I mean, do you have weekly meetings with everybody? Are you getting together more Zoom-wise? I don't know what the codes are in LA compared to here in New York. So I'm glad I made you chuckle, but tell me about it.
well, my day starts about 4:30 in the morning, and I'm going until about midnight. And then I'm on the phone all the time. We're not, over the last probably month, my CEO has been sick, so we haven't been doing too many calls.
Right.
But normally I'm on the phone with somebody on the team at least 3 or 4 times a day. And we don't do as many Zooms. We're doing Zooms when we're working on projects, because we have a lot of projects that are co-productions that are our studio with somebody else. Like Realm of the Waterfall, we're working with Seven Island Films out of Canary Islands.
Right.
And we have another project that's in Italy. We have projects in Spain. So they're all over the place. So we just have to work. And right now, all I'm doing is writing scripts, creating new projects, and just building the company so that we can move forward. I want to do 10 projects this year, and we're off to a good start. We've got some things that are happening, and
Well, you have like 45 projects, right? You have like, and you're gonna do like, what? You have like something like you're gonna try to get like under 400 by 2032 or something like that.
yeah, we have projects going until 2032 right now. On our books, our slate is about 365 projects right now.
Wow.
We have 45 at network under review. We have 22 movies that already have distribution deals.
Uh-huh.
So we're growing, and there's just more coming. So we're not going to slow down anytime soon. I'm planning on retiring soon, and letting other people do this, and I'm going to go buy an island.
Maybe in the Canary Islands, right?
I found something that I like. Now it's just a question of putting together a couple of bucks for it.
Right.
Because it's going to be about 35 million to buy the island, and I have
Right.
the 35. I just don't have the million part.
I've seen those
So-
shows. I've seen those shows where these people go out and they look at these islands that are available to them, and then what they would have to do to renovate them or put on them what they want to put on them, and getting water and electricity and everything else on the island.
I'm looking at ones that already have that. I
Right.
don't want to start having to find somebody to come out and give me electricity. I want to have it all taken care of.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You also, like I said, you doing something called Into the Gray?
Actually, it's funny you just brought that up, because I've talked to the 2 creators of it today. That one, we're working out a deal. It's another crime show, so
Right.
we're working on that one. The pilot's been filmed, but we're going to reshoot the pilot. We're going to recast it.
Okay.
And get that out there. A couple of our other big ones that probably aren't on your list are we have a series called Ascension, and
Is that the animated?
No, the animated one I have.
Which one's the animated?
I have preschool playground unit, which is it's like an offshoot of Law and Order SVU,
Okay.
but it's preschool kids and small kids, and it's going to be animated. A couple of the major ones that we're going to have, like I said, the Ascension series, Nikki Borger and Matt Coulson, they've created this time world. We're looking at Turn of Tides, which is going to be Spanish galleons and a lot of stuff from that time, like the 1800s.
A lot of
Then we
period
have-
pieces, right?
Yeah, we do a lot of period pieces.
Yeah, I like that.
And then we have The Last Asgardian, we have Amazon Queen, and we've already gotten some A-list people that are coming onto those. So, and when we do a project, we bring in the like major talent and bring in major people on the crew that have done that level of stuff. So when you're bringing in people that have done the Game of Thrones or Last Kingdom or Vikings, it makes it so that that project is going to be at that level, as opposed to me directing.
Right.
I can do it, but I'm not going to say that I can do a $35 million pilot because I've never done it before.
Well, which hat do you
So-
like to put on? Do you like the writer, the producer, the director if it's smaller? Which
I
one?
like to create, and I create the world, and then I bring in the people that are going to enhance my vision.
Right.
So when a director comes in, they look at it and they go, okay, I see where you're going, but what if we do this? And they say, okay, let's do it.
Right.
And I have conversations with my talent, and what I am finding is different between the way I create a show and how other people do it is I allow the talent to help build their character.
Right.
I don't say, okay, here's your character, you're this, and then you got to learn that character. I give them the
Freedom,
autonomy to
right?
help build it
Yeah,
themselves.
right.
So it makes it better because then it's more authentic because it's their own personality.
I like that. I like that because sometimes, people have tunnel vision, and it's nice when you give creative people the creativity to take it in another direction, or they might do something that you didn't think of that you were like, wow, I really like that idea, or the direction
Yeah.
you're going with it. Once you write something, you're on set. Are there certain things that might take a turn that you don't want to, and you want to correct it in some way to keep it as authentic to your vision as possible?
I give the directors have 100% control. I don't tell them how to do their job because, for example, Vice Squad, New Orleans, my director comes from Sons of Anarchy.
Okay.
So if he can direct Sons of Anarchy, me telling him how to do his job is not the right way to go.
Right.
Him and I talk on a weekly basis, and we update each other. I give him what my things are, what my thoughts are. He looks at the script. He
Right.
likes the script. He thinks it's going to be, he says, I have a vision for it. And I go, okay, I'll let you take your vision. But I don't have yes people in the company.
Got it.
You would not believe how many times people tell me no. Especially Alexander. She tells me no all the time.
Okay.
She goes, yeah, I've got your script and I'm going to go ahead and change your dialogue. And I go, okay. And then there's times she doesn't even ask anymore because I tell her, don't ask me, just change it.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you know where we're going with the project. So just make it better. So.
Right. What about Bullied? Because I have a list here of a bunch of stuff. Bullied, The Titan's Bride. These are all projects and concepts, correct? Power, Divas in Charge, and you have Prince of the City, and it goes on and on and on.
Yeah, we're busy. I mean, I have a list in front of me of 30 projects that I am actively working they're either the scripts are being in development, or the scripts are in editing, or they're processing.
So they were all in different.
Yeah, we have to have it in different stages because we are going to build our own platform.
Right.
So we're building a Netflix style platform so that we can have a place to put all these projects.
Speaking about Netflix and putting these projects, are you going to try to develop your own network?
That is newsflash, little spoiler alert. That is what is inside of our platform. So our platform
nice.
will be, think Netflix, so it's on Netflix, and then we'll have inside there'll be like a Vice Squad channel, there'll be an action channel, an adventure channel, all these different networks inside of the platform. So you can watch, say, Vice Squad at 9:00 on a Tuesday,
right?
Then it'll go into
different branches,
part.
different branches
Yeah.
from the tree. Love it! I love it! All right, listen, we're going to take my last break. Kevin's going to stay where he is. Everyone stay where you are, and more when we come back. Don't go away. So where do you want to go tonight?
Why don't we go to Coasters?
Oh, cool! I heard it's a great place. Let's check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Oh my God.
Coasters Tavern is located at 487 New Bridge Road in East Meadow. Their number's 516-557-2222.
Doc, who's the best comedian you know?
Teresa Farrell.
And who's the best actress you know?
Teresa Farrell.
And who's the best cast member in Bat Boys?
Teresa Farrell.
Who's got the best radio?
Teresa Farrell.
Doc, who's your favorite guinea?
Teresa Farrell.
Who are you loving right now?
Teresa Farrell.
All right, Doc, I love you too, baby.
Love you as always.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. I'm so glad you're joining me tonight. I have Kevin Cullum, Cornell Cullum with me, and we're talking about his empire that he's building. And it was a fluke, because think about it. If your wife at the time didn't come to you with her girlfriend, you think you would have stayed in the hotel industry?
Yes. Yeah, I would have never thought about going into television if it hadn't have been for her saying, I'm going to do this show. And I said, okay, let's do a show.
There are no accidents in life, Kevin.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Russian Revenge.
That is going to be a sexy show, because what we're doing is we're taking 6 Russian women from different backgrounds, and they are basically trying to revenge the kidnapping and killing of one of their sisters.
Okay.
And they're going to travel around the world and try to kill the man or find the man and kill him that took their sister away from. It's similar to Taken.
Mm-hmm.
So she got abducted, and now instead of having Liam Neeson chasing the people, we have 6 women who are just absolutely
sexy
stunning.
Russian women.
Yeah, and it's going to be crazy. I was on the phone with one of the actresses on Saturday. We were on the phone for about 3 hours going over the way we're setting it up. So it's going to be kind of crazy.
Well, speaking about crazy, my friend, about 3 years ago, you had a heart attack.
Yeah, I've had my last one was in August of last year. So I've had three heart attacks, three
Oh my
surgeries.
gosh.
I have 6 stents in my heart, and I died a couple years ago. I died.
Did you
So
have?
they brought me back.
Did you see the light or have any kind of experience when that happened?
I didn't see a light per se.
Yeah.
I heard myself talking. I was talking to myself, so I was like, but I couldn't hear anything. I was in an extreme amount of pain.
Wow.
Then all of a sudden there was no pain, and then I just said, okay, I'll just lay here and rest for a little while. And then next thing you know, all the pain was back, and the guy was saying, don't ever do that again. And I'm like, what I do? And he goes, well, we won't talk about it. So the thing I remember the most about it is when they brought me back and I was awake, I was in bed and there was like 20 people in the room, and they had already taken off my clothes and put paddles and everything on me. And I'm worried about all the people that are just like standing there staring at me. Because,
Yeah.
so you just, it drives me because everybody says you only live once, and I'm saying, well, then I don't have to die again because I've already done it.
Yeah.
So
I
just keep going.
Yeah, we conversed a little bit before the show, and I myself have come close 5 times. And at one point, I did have an out-of-body experience. I saw them actually working on me when my blood pressure dropped to 70/40, and it was crazy. I felt like I was laying in ice water, and I see them. I'm watching, like I'm standing at the foot of the bed watching them work. It was crazy, and I told my mom, if Grandma came to get me, I was okay to go with her. And she's like, what are you talking about? At the time, my daughter was like 2, and she's like, you had a baby, you can't go anywhere. And it really makes you look at life differently.
Yes.
And
yes, it does.
like I was joking around with you before, how we don't want to knock on doors, we want to kick them in, because you get to a certain point in your life that you really reevaluate what is important to you.
Yeah.
To me, it's my family.
You broke it.
1 minute to go. Okay, is that better now? We got to change batteries before the show. All right, listen, we have 1.5 minutes left. I just want to thank everyone for watching my show, for supporting me, for loving on me. And for those who are watching the show, let me just say that I posted something, Kevin, the picture that I sent you of my eye and the boxing gloves. I'm not only an actor, I'm also a comedian. So over the weekend, I was nursing 2 styes in my eye, and my eye is still very swollen, very red. There's a lot of makeup here. And I posted those 2 pictures. There, thanks, Bobby. Thank you so much. I posted those 2 pictures. Where's me there? And I posted, Kevin, are you listening? I posted the movie Bruised 2 with Halle Berry. And everybody's contacted me, congratulating me that I'm doing this Bruised 2 movie with Halle. And I'm laughing my ass off thinking, wow. I mean, everyone knows I'm an actor, and I have to say a good one. And everyone knows I'm a comic, and I'm pretty funny. But to see, and I'm not correcting anyone on Facebook. They have to watch the show to know the truth.
That's how you do it. Because we did that once. We were at USC in front of the film school, and we tagged ourselves there, and everybody was congratulating us on going to film school. And it's like, no, we were just driving through the campus. But
listen, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing this, and I want to stay in touch with you. Bobby is going to put up that number, please, for that suicide hotline, because I don't want anyone else taking their lives. He's going to put up that for me. Kevin, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you.
There's the
Thank
number.
you for having me. I enjoyed it. I had a good time.
There's the number, 800-273-8255. People, please, if you're in a deep, dark hole, reach out to somebody. All right, let's come back with Kevin real quick. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate this. Please stay in touch, okay? And you come
I
back
will do
anytime
that.
you want and promote whatever you want.
All right. Thank you.
All right?
Appreciate it.
All right, everyone, have a great week. Stay safe, stay warm. Ciao.